Dave, it has been reported New Jersey does not receive back its proportional share of tax money sent to Washington. How can you help increase this for our residents?
The most important thing I think we can do, particularly in South Jersey, is tackle the unemployment crisis that we have. We have the highest unemployment in the state. One of the reasons we don't get a lot of the money back that we're sending in is that we don't make the investments in infrastructure and education anymore that we used to. These used to be bipartisan investments. You used to be able to get a highway bill through that would last for enough time to actually expand rather than just maintain. In order to actually move the ball forward, though, we need to stop playing defense and start playing offense. The way we do that is invest in the infrastructure that's going to create jobs of tomorrow. So, for instance, we can run high-speed fiber optic internet down to all the downtown areas and all the schools, provide our students with the best educational tools and our businesses with a leg up for competing in the modern economy. I know this from my own business, which is a heavily distributed company with offices in a couple different cities and a lot of people all over. There's no reason more people in South Jersey can't work for companies that are distributed. You just need to have better infrastructure to start. And we need to teach students more computer science, more design, modernize the curriculum. When we actually educate our workforce and make those investments in infrastructure, we'll actually start to see businesses grow. We'll see that money come back. The most important thing, too, is to make sure we do it in a fiscally responsible way. So I support something called a National Infrastructure Bank. This is a public-private partnership that creates funding for these kinds of projects, as well as alternative energy. The kind of things that you spend a little bit up front, you actually get a good return on in the end. I agree with what some of the other candidates have been saying about making sure that we get money out of politics. I think that's an incredibly important part. But I don't want to harp too much on donors, because many of my donors are actually sitting here in this room right now. They're the people who come out to events like this. They're local people who live here in Salem County and who've given $5, $10, $25 to make a campaign like this possible. That's how politics should work. That's the way we're going to build a campaign that will break us from the special interests. And I challenge the candidates who speak to not only talk about the past, but talk about a vision for the future, for a way that we can, as I've talked about, make these investments. And what would you do to deserve another 2 years rather than just be rewarded for the time? Thank you.